We have got some comida to make today. Everybody come in for a second. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey guys. Hello, hello, hello. Still getting a couple things ready, guys. You guys are like, man, if you guys are going to be late, at least have your wrist.
Chop that up for you.
All right. How is everybody doing? We are doing, I've never heard of this, but one of my girlfriends had said, I really like this thing called enchiladas, chicken enchilada soup. And I hope this is what she was looking for. I had never heard of it before. So for me, this is all new. This is completely new. You can use black beans or pinto beans. I had pinto beans, so that's what I was using. Another thing is a can of green chilies. You can either, like the hatch, they're like, the can is called, I think it just says green chilies diced up. We had jalapenos. And another thing is, you can use the diced tomatoes. You can use either diced tomatoes or rotel. And I'm using diced tomatoes. So I guess it all depends on the heat you want, where you wanted it to go. But for me, a couple of things. One, we have a 35, 40-minute drive to go to the store. Or we use what we have. So, hey T-Berry, welcome in, guys. We are making chicken enchilada, which I've never heard of, guys, but I'm willing to try it. One of my girlfriends, her birthday is in a couple days, and I wanted to wait till that day, but I also know that she is married, and there is a good possibility that she will not be around on, she might be going out for dinner, and I respect that. So I am glad that she's got a whole life and marriage and everything, but I also don't want to tie her down to making it for my life, or, I mean, she's got a life. Let's just say that. Okay, I'm going to bring you guys over here. Joe is chopping the last bit of items. I'm going to try to do what Joe does. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what we're working with or looking at getting, okay? So for this recipe, I am going, ooh, this garlic is strong. I am using garlic and onion. I'm using a tablespoon, and I'm going to start my pan with onion and garlic. And I'm going to start almost like, I'm trying to just, you can use whatever chicken you want. Some people brown their chicken in this pot and then start from there. I boiled my chicken so I could have broth. So there's another option for you. If you have a rotisserie, maybe buy the chicken with the container of broth. I made my enchilada sauce today. Let me show you. I made my enchilada sauce earlier. So I didn't want to buy enchilada sauce. Joe really wanted me to make homemade enchilada sauce. So I did that. I'm using leg quarters instead of a breast. Those are just, I'm just trying to show you guys a couple of different things. Right in here, baby. Half of that for right now. Thank you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Got them all over the place.
So for me, this is pretty much going to be almost, if you want to do it in the slow cooker, it works in the slow cooker. You can do it right in the,
That's good.
you can do this right in the pot, and you're just going to start building your, could you put a little oil in there, baby? Thank you. Oops, sorry. Come on over here. And if you have raw chicken breast or something and you want to fry it in your pan, then you're starting your pan with that base. This is what I have because I wanted to get homemade broth. So then I boiled my chicken. See the difference? You're either going to use the chicken, you're either going to have the pan fried your chicken in it, or you're going to have a pot of broth, and I wanted to have my broth. Okay, a can of pinto beans or black beans, they both work. Thank you, baby. I have garlic and onion in here, and I'm going to put my jalapenos, peppers. If you have a pack or a can of the Hatch chili peppers. Do the heat as to your liking, what you guys can take. And you're pretty much starting with the same. Thank you. Thank you, baby. How you doing? Sure? Oh, when you get a chance, these tomatoes.
Sure.
Grazie, signore. Sauteing right here. I'm going to throw some tomatoes in here. This is garlic, onion, and jalapenos or peppers, whatever peppers you want to do. No, I probably don't have it off. I have it off. Okay. So, saute. And I used probably about 3 jalapenos, but they're jalapenos and we took the seeds out. So it all depends on how hot those jalapenos were. There aren't seeds in it, so it's, I don't know. I'm hoping it's not going to be terribly hot. Who knows? Thank you, baby.
Your live chat is on.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome in. Hey Milltown, Tea Berry, Soulful Mama, Bird Sponge. Hello guys, hello. You guys, I'm sorry, I didn't realize, all right, come on. All right, I'm going to put my fire just a little lower because my onion is already getting what's that word? Translucent.
Careful the edge.
All right, thank you. I'm measuring cup, baby. And a regular can of, I would say put a 15-ounce can of your diced tomatoes. It's equivalent to 1 cup of tomatoes. I am going to put some tomato juice in there from the can of tomatoes. I have a big can of tomatoes. So I'm putting 1 cup of diced tomatoes. This is where the Rotel would be. I mean, that's your option to use Rotel or not. We had diced tomatoes. I'm using diced tomatoes.
And you put your own jalapenos in there?
Yes, and I put jalapenos. No, actually, the recipe is actually supposed to be Rotel and the little can of Hatches.
Oh, wow.
I know. I'm like, man, that's going to be hot. Black pinto beans or regular pinto beans, whatever your heart wants. And I have homemade pinto beans versus buying black beans, buying a can of pinto beans. I mean, it'd make no sense for me to go and buy some when I had some in the fridge because I'm using them for a different dish I'm going to be making. I'm just taking the juice out of them, so it's just plain bean versus all the liquid. That's what I did different. I took the liquid out of the beans. So if you got a can of beans, you're going to drain your bean liquid, okay? You're going to put just the beans out. Just the beans in. Most of that, take it out.
What do you want?
Most of that, is it pretty shredded good or you don't know? Thank you. Thank you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Joe's so cute. My little beady hand. All right. I'm putting 3 cups of regular broth. Or if you have bought broth or whatever it is. I'm going to start with 2 for right now because I got to put the enchilada sauce. Enchilada. 1 can of enchilada sauce. Like any way you want to get your enchilada sauce. If you want to make yours, make it. Buy it. Old El Paso makes enchilada sauce. I make enchilada sauce. I'm using mine.
We have live videos on that.
We have videos on there of enchiladas sauce. And it's literally what the same enchilada sauce that you're going to use for a taco, that's what this is. The kind that they sell in the store. You're not using a different one. That's what you're using. I'm going to put the fire up. I think I might use my little, I don't know.
What you looking for?
I don't know. I don't know if I want my tomatoes a little smaller than that because my diced were big diced versus teeny. I don't know. Do you mind them?
No, I don't mind them. They're diced tomatoes.
Yeah, it says petite diced. They don't look like no damn petite to me. They look like a whole chunk. Hey, Grateful. Welcome in, baby. Welcome in. I'm going to put my apron on. Oh.
Okay. You are shredded. You want them in?
What's that?
Your chicken?
You got it shredded?
It is.
Yeah, go ahead and throw it in.
All of it?
Yep.
All right, there goes the chicken.
Chicken, I mean, that's really what you're doing is just putting all, the only thing I started with was I browned or sauteed my onions and garlic and jalapenos to get it started. That was the main difference, you guys. I started that like that. If you want diced tomatoes, do them. These, for me, I kind of wanted them a little smaller, but there's nothing I can do. It's in now. I didn't really look at the size of the dice until just now, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I would have wanted them smaller. I guess maybe not.
Fine.
Anyways, it is what it is. My husband don't care, so if he don't care, then I don't care.
Okay. I don't care.
But I get anxiety. Okay, I have anxiety. They feel big. Just do my back. Do my thing, babe.
Ay, ay, ay.
Shush your.
Forget the damn tomatoes.
Joe, leave them alone. What did they do to you?
They didn't do anything to me. That's why I'm not going to do anything to them.
Touche. That's good.
What did they do to you is the question.
Grab the cheese out, would you please? All right. Anybody see how far we've gone so far? We sauteed, and then we basically built from there. We sauteed the vegetables, onion, garlic, and the green jalapenos. From there, then you just start building. You throw the stuff in the pan as it goes from there. You know what I mean? Like if your chicken, you made it in there, then you'd be cooking your vegetables in the pot you fried your chicken in. I brothed my chicken, so that way I had garlic, onion, carrots, and celery in my chicken while I boiled it. So my broth is ready for this. I wanted it to be flavored. I didn't want broth just anywhere you want it. If you want to buy a chicken Knorr and that's your broth, then do broth whatever your home has. You know what I mean? Don't feel like this is what I have to have. This is what I did because I had the homemade pinto beans.
Stop with the tomatoes.
Ah! You're watching me. Stop it.
Holy smokes.
Go away.
You have the burner on?
I'm putting it higher.
Okay.
Okay, from here, you have one of two options. 2 cups of cheese, like cheddar, sharp cheddar. I personally am doing the cheese. Some people have, my girlfriend makes hers with she puts like a half a block of cream cheese. I don't know. To me, it feels too rich for soup, but hey, she says it tastes fabulous. I'm going to stick with cheddar cheese. Okay? I'm going to stick with cheddar cheese.
Another cup of that?
Yes, a cup of shredded cheese. This is the part you can add your what's that called? Colby. Oh, wait. I just said it. Cream cheese and cheddar cheese. Half of it. I mean, I don't know. Put as much as you want because at that point, you know that you like that flavor. You know what I mean? So if you guys like that flavor, don't worry about me. That's what I wanted you to do.
What is that?
Was make the little tortilla strips to put on top. I forgot to do that today. Oh, man. Remember we were doing...
I can fry some up.
How long would it take?
Be a couple minutes where it gets hot enough and then just throw them in.
Man, I'm sorry, babe.
Well, if they get done before we're done, then...
All right, ready, guys? I got to add my spices to this mix. I have garlic, cominos, chili powder, and onion powder. A teaspoon of each one. Okay? A teaspoon of each one. Thank you. Oh, we have none in the fridge?
What is it?
Oh, never mind. Of that. Teaspoon of onion powder. Oops.
Earl.
I just need 2 tostadas papers left, or 2 tostada tortillas left. Because I got to make that one dish for everybody. All right, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of onion, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, and then a half a teaspoon of cominos. Unless you know for sure you like it, shoot. Go ahead with it. Who am I to tell you? Cominos is just a strong spice, and I hate to be like, you know what I mean? Like, cominos is strong. Joe loves it, actually. Where I love my ginger, Joe loves his cominos. Okay, that's it. You want to melt your cheese up in there. That's the most important thing, guys, is that your cheese is melted in there. It's a very like creamy winter soup. It's almost like that one Joe's tortilla soup that he made, except for this one is literally like, I don't know. It's got enchiladas. It's gonna taste like enchiladas, I'm assuming. My girl wanted it. My girl's gonna have it. She's gonna tell me how she liked it, if she did or didn't like it. Let me see. I'm gonna let it simmer while Joe does that. Can I switch with you?
Yeah.
This is going on simmer, and Joe's gonna get down right here.
Getting down.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, chill. It's just a car.
The dogs are vicious, y'all. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you guys for being here. Everybody for being here. We appreciate it.
Just testing the
We
waters.
are making our chicken enchilada soup. The soup part is done. Joe, I meant to do it earlier, so we had them for you guys. But he got 1 corn tortilla, or did you do 2?
I did 2.
2 corn tortillas, and he diced them up into like little strips.
Little strips.
Just
Oh, there goes one.
so he can fry them, so that can be a garnish. You can top it with sour cream. You can top it with whatever you want. But for the most part,
Tortillas out. Sorry.
you're a mess. You got them all at one time?
I'll do a few. We'll see how it goes.
Thank you, guys. My little Burke, my grateful, Milltown, thank you guys for being here.
Do them all
So
at
cool,
once.
Mama. Thank you for stopping in, Mama.
All at once. Into the hot oil. There you go. Wait till they change the color, get a little crispy. If you're not sure, as long as they're a nice color, take one out, see if it let it sit out for a second, and then it'll crisp up if it's gonna crisp up, it will.
You guys, and you can honestly do it in a slow cooker. You can throw it in a pot, put it on simmer for like a football game, people coming over. The soup just sits on the stove and just simmers. I mean, the main thing is you want to make sure, because it has cheese in it, you'll want to make sure you come by and occasionally mix it so it doesn't burn on the bottom, but there's cheese in it. It's the only reason I'm saying it. If it's broth, like just a regular tortilla soup or something, it'll go and obviously until the broth runs low. But because it says cheese, it has a tendency to maybe not.
Good. Get up. Come on. Let's go.
Aw, thank you, Berkey. You're so sweet, baby. You truly are sweet, honey. Absolute blessing, you guys.
Give me a little mess around there and take one out. See if it crisps up or not.
Let it crisp. It better crisp up. Our life depends on it.
All right, we'll check it out.
How's
Starting to get a little color.
You guys, I know you guys have, but anyways, You guys,
Not quite yet.
Milltown, Berkey, did you see our little bitty number? We're slowly moving along. We're so blessed. We really, really, really are, you guys. Like, it was honestly the best Christmas present ever. Ever, ever. I mean, we got the, our initial 500 to have members and to have super chats. That monetization was right at, like, a day before my birthday. And I was like, oh my God, like, we were, like, literally beside ourselves. And then with this one, this monetization was like, it just is so, because like, I didn't know that they were going to let us go all the way back to our beginning videos, but our videos all the way from the beginning are monetizable now. Like, videos that we had like 200 likes or 200 views or whatever, all of our videos now people can watch. And it
Probably can't hear you.
You don't think so?
No, it's way over here.
Oh, I guess so. It sounds kind of far.
Does
I'm
it?
coming, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, we don't have our microphones in.
Berkey, you're so funny. Girl, you're... Joe's more... I guess I check it once in a while, but Joe does the same thing. Berkey's like, I became obsessed with checking the numbers. I love that everybody feels like we own this. This is all ours. I love that. That is so cool. This fire is going to go all the way down to simmer. I don't need it to boil anymore. I mean, everything in it is done. I'm just mixing it, simmering and mixing it. I might even turn it off because it's done.
I need to do something.
You need something to be done, right, Joe?
Yep.
Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm bringing y'all back. Wow, Joe. I thought you were just an average guy. Like an average bear, you get it? Do you remember
Average
that?
Joe.
Oh, yeah. How do you know what an average Joe means? Has anybody ever told you that in school?
Oh yeah.
No.
I've been called way worse.
No. They said you're just an average Joe. Aw, poor Joe. I've never been called I got called a beaner, but I guess that's equivalent. An average Joe and a beaner. Okay, let's get a bowl from up there, guys.
There you go.
Boop.
Tortilla chips.
You guys, was that not a quick soup? Grab it.
What do you want?
A bowl so we can serve it up. You guys, that was quick. It was 20 what? You guys, that was so fast. Was that not the fastest ever?
We'll share.
Okay, hold on. Thank you. You guys, stop. Look at it. Angle it down, babe. I just want to take it, yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. I put 2 leg quarters, so 2 thighs, 2 legs in here. I didn't even clear the bone off all the way. It could have been cleared off better, but I used what I used. I didn't even put, I guess chicken breast might have been a little bit, you can't even tell though. And I always think that there's better flavor in
Oh yeah, way better flavor.
dark meat.
Yum, look at that.
Yum. Yum. I wanted to put onion.
No?
Nope, that doesn't look good. It's going to be strong on my breath. And I want to have a fresh breath for you.
All right, there you go.
Guys, look at that. We just did that in 30 minutes or less, guys.
Need some of those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's tink.
All right, let's do this.
We were going to let you guys know. Okay. This is my version of how things could go quickly. Okay. Hi. Is it Bama? Hey, Mom. Hey, Bama G. Okay, let's do a tink and then I'll talk to you guys.
All right. We're gonna do a tink and then she's gonna talk to y'all.
Ready, guys?
And we're not doing that. We're doing this.
We're lifting it that high.
Yeah, we always do. Look it. You're here. I'm here.
Okay, we'll just have you.
All right. Woo woo. All right. Get a little tortilla in there.
This is wrapping it in a tortilla, you guys. The enchiladas, you get it? You're wrapping it in the tortilla. That's funny.
All right, there you go. Tink. Tink. Enchilada soup.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
I like it. That's really good. Why did I never make this before?
Awesome. No salt.
I didn't put any salt in it, guys.
Yeah, need salt. Wow.
I would put a teaspoon when I put all the spices. 1 teaspoon garlic powder, cumin, onion powder, and chili powder. Garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, cumin. Okay.
Yummy. Very yummy.
I'm shocked.
That's
How
pretty
did
good.
my friend have to tell me about enchilada soup?
Never heard of it.
I've never had either. Very good. Very good, Liz.
Yeah. Good.
I think it's good. And I think the strips aren't necessary. It tastes good without it.
The what?
The strips.
Oh.
But it definitely makes a
adds
nice crunch. Yeah. Yeah, how good that looks.
It's like having crackers in your soup.
If you want your tomatoes smaller, then do them smaller. And not every bite has. Every once in a while, you'll get a bean with it. The rest of them don't have it. That's so good.
That's pretty good. Yep.
How did I not know about this dish? Liz?
Because probably was, enchiladas is a Mexican thing. Enchilada soup is probably a white thing.
I owe it to Liz. You guys,
And the tortillas in there make it pretty good.
I think it's good, yeah, with the tortilla strips.
Gives it a crunch.
Okay, this is what I
Adds a nice texture.
This is what I wanted. We both had different views on this. So, you want to tell me your view first so that you can go sit down?
My view?
This is just some tips. Just some tips. Take it with you if you want. Don't take it if you don't want it.
What's that? On recipes?
Yep. I'm starting to cook. My view is, this is my view. We talked about this and I was like, you know what? We need to tell them this. Okay. When you're going to make a recipe that seems like there's a lot of things to it, this is what I do. I get all of the items I'm going to need. So I look at my list of recipe and I put all of the items on the table. So that way, one, I make sure I don't forget any of my items. So I look at the recipe and if it's got 12 different things, I put everything on the table. Okay. Then I get my measuring cup and my measuring spoons out and I start going down the list. And this one says a 1/4 teaspoon of this, a 1/2 cup of this, a 1/4 cup of this. And then even if we used to use glasses, you guys, Berkey's the one who got us some of these little bowls. We used to use little cups, little measuring cups. We used to use little beady glasses that we had to pour our liquids in. We used whatever we had to pour our liquids in to measure stuff. Okay? So for me, I look at my list, I put all my ingredients on the table, I measure all my ingredients. Once they're measured, I put them next to the stove. Okay? This is just insight. I put it next to the stove. And once it's next to the stove, all I have to do is read the recipe and start putting in as it's asking me to do it. That's it. I just wanted to, like, sometimes a recipe looks overwhelming because there's so many things. Like this one, it had about 14 different things. It's just that all the items, one by one, was like chili powder, salt, cominos, onion powder, garlic powder, diced peppers, it looked so long, and I'm like, I get anxiety very easily, so I got overwhelmed. And I'm just like, okay, let me just take it one at a time. And I got all the items. Then I measured out the ingredients. Once they're measured, they're over here. So now I know that I've got all of my ingredients ready to go in. Because I took them off the table, measured what I needed, put them next to the stove, and I haven't forgotten any. Okay? So now Joe's going to give you, this is Joe's view now. We're just two different people.
Okay, you're off the camera now.
I'm off the
You're
camera.
off camera.
I'm going to eat.
All right. The reason we thought about this is because some people have never, cooked elaborate things before. And they say, oh, that looks good. There's a recipe, but there's 15 different things. And then there's instructions this long on the internet. So I get my phone. And this is how, basically, for those who don't know, I mean, this isn't for everybody, but when you don't cook a lot, everything looks overwhelming when you're looking at recipes and how do you do this and what are they asking for. Thing is, number one, just to keep it simple. That's what we want to do. You want to keep it as simple as possible, which is you go down and you look at the list of ingredients and you go and you make sure you have those ingredients. The next step.
You use this as your tool.
I'm kind of hang on to something. The next step is to take your ingredient list that you have on your phone, which she just took from me. All right. And you go down and it says 3/4 cup of this. Okay, so you get that item and you make 3/4 cup of it. And each item, and it tells you exactly on your recipe what you need. So get those ready, whether you put it in little cups, put it in whatever. All right. And then you have all your ingredients all set up. They're all just kind of out on the counter at this point, right? So they're next to your stove, but they're out on the counter. And then what you do is you go to the instruction part. So everything's measured out, everything's on the table, and now it'll tell you on your instructions. We'll just say it says incorporate first 4 items and put in the pot. Okay, that are on the list. So you take your items and you separate those 4 items and keep them in the same little area together. And then you go to the next, where it tells you to do next, and then you put those in line next to it. And I've done it right on camera here. And then you just line up your stuff as the instructions say. And then when you go to make it, you take your first 4 that you have separated, and it tells you to put it in the pot and get it to a boil. So you just take those 4 items, put them in the pot. They're already measured out, and you boil it, and then you go to the next, whatever the next instruction is, and then you add those ingredients, or you do it separately, or whatever it says. You just keep going right down and just keep it simple. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and do exactly what it says. And then keep your ingredients either together or separate, depending on what the instructions say. So if you get them out and measure them and set them out, that is huge, because you don't have a whole bunch of stuff out. You're not measuring as you go. You're going, how much does that take? And then you're cooking it and it's getting hot. You don't want that. You want all your stuff measured and sitting there waiting for you, so you can just dump it in when it tells you to do so and stir when it tells you to stir. All right, and then wait for that, like caramel corn. Caramel corn, you have to put in. I take everything measured out. I got 2 cups of this. I got a cup of that. I got a half a cup of butter, and it's all sitting out for me. And the first instruction says to put the butter, the sugar, and the corn syrup, and the salt in the pot and bring to a boil, stirring until it comes to a boil. Then let it sit for 5 minutes, boiling on its own without touching it. And then it has 2 more ingredients, which is baking soda and vanilla, and that sits off to the side. I have them separated so I don't mistakenly put them in with the other stuff. It's separated on my counter here. And then when it's done doing that, my next instruction is to take it off the heat and add those 2 ingredients, stir it, and dump it on the popcorn. So just having them ready to go is key, and having them separated for each instruction. So you have to go through your instructions, read your instructions, and separate those items that need to be in groups or whatever, in stages as you go. So that's what recipes are for. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. Just follow them 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can make some amazing things. And then once you go by the directions, and if there's something you go, oh man, that's way too salty for me. So the next time you make it, but everything else was good, for your taste, you don't add as much salt as it has in the recipe. Now it's becoming your recipe. Now you're cooking. You're learning to cook. So that's all I got to say. All right, you can get back in.
The reason we wanted to tell you guys, because I see, for me, for the way he said it, it's still overwhelming for me. Like, reading the list, it's like I still have my OCD, and I look at all the thing, and I'm like, there's the list of items, and then there's like 15 steps. I'm like, honestly, that's why I don't do many recipes from recipes. I'll do it just from my making it. But having said that, me and Joe were like, I go, he's like, why don't you set it like this? And I'm like, well, because it's easier for me to do it like this. And I said, you know what?
Mine takes reading it, separating, and then
See that?
reading as you go again.
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
Reading it.
Makes it simple.
Once I read it once to know what I got to make.
There's a whole lot of this.
Then.
Not enough of this.
Once I read it and know what to make, or like what I need, I don't want to read all that again until I'm doing it, because I'll chicken out and go, oh, like the sauces, the dressings are too much.
You know, things are happening when you're cooking, and things are going further than you want them to.
Yeah, but I only
to
read number 8 or read number 6. When I'm on number 6, I only read number 6.
But if you pre-read it,
then I'll be like, screw
and
it.
you get everything separated.
I will.
If you pre-read it, you kind of got a feeling of what's going to happen next.
I don't
when
want
you go to
feeling.
that step again.
That gives me anxiety.
You know, before it boils, I have to add this. So you'll do better. You'll do better my way.
I mean, it's up to you. Like, for you guys may not get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed when I read that much at once. Like, I don't even like reading, first of all. I hate reading. So, but I have to read when you bake, because otherwise it won't turn out. But for the most part, like, it doesn't matter. Whatever way we wanted to offer you a little bit of advice, do his way if that works for you. It doesn't matter, like, whose is the right way. What way works for you guys?
My way better.
Because if... Do you see what happens when you have... When it's 60, they start going backwards. He's like 3, 5, 3, 2... Pretty soon he'll be a toddler, and I'll have little gloves on him.
That's right. You'll be having to hold my hand when I was across the street, baby.
I know, and I have to change you.
Yeah, but who's deteriorating faster?
I know, that's weird. That's weird. We don't know why. I'm younger, and I'm going to the doctors more often. Liz, please do not apologize. I know you feel frustrated, because sometimes I'll be waiting for a creator to come on, and I'm like, I'm over here watching a video that's it's been like last week's video waiting for her. So don't worry. Don't worry. I made it. We did it. It tastes good. I loved it. I probably will make it a regular, because it does have a good flavor. It tastes very, it's comforty. I don't know how to describe it. If you take our tortilla, what is it?
What?
The tortilla soup that you made?
Yeah.
If you take our tortilla soup,
Mexican tortilla soup,
and make it cozy, that's what this one would be. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like a...
Yeah, this is definitely a comfort.
It's a very much
Mexican style comfort food. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just has goodness.
Yeah,
it
tastes like enchilada, but
it's got wholesomeness.
like a deconstructed enchilada.
That's good. I'm actually gonna have some more.
That's really good. And the other one that you said took cream cheese or sour cream. I don't think I would like.
I don't think I would like it too.
Maybe on the side and maybe dip it and take a little dollop with it in a bite, maybe. But other than that,
I love the creaminess of it. I can't believe I'd never made it before.
Excuse me.
But
yeah,
I loved
really
it.
Good.
I mean, and if you don't want the tomatoes, this is what it would look like without the tomato.
I didn't know what to expect.
I didn't know what to expect either. I literally made this with Liz. Like, she thought it would be good, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make it. So I did it without even knowing what it was gonna taste like.
Yeah, it's good.
I definitely think that the tortilla strips make it.
They do.
A nice little crunch in there.
Just take your corn tortillas and put them in, chop them up, put them in your.
We literally made this in 30 minutes, you guys, and then it just simmers. Imagine it sitting in a slow cooker while you're.
And there's not a whole lot of ingredients. It's not bad.
It didn't take any time at all. No time at all, guys. And I don't want to hear sorry no more. Shannon, look at this good soup.
I think we should get members.
Look, Mama, we made this. It was chicken enchilada.
And chicken enchilada soup. But I think we should get members, and everybody will say what we're going to make, and we'll get the recipe online and make sure everybody's got the same recipe.
We'll make it together.
And we'll make it all together. Mm-hmm. All right? That's what I want to do.
I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown.
And first we'll use my method, and then we'll use her method.
Joe, shut up.
The next one we do will be her method, and we'll see which one makes it easier for you
guys, I'm going to punch
the listener, okay?
You guys, I'm going to punch my husband. He's so stupid. Okay, let me run this down really fast, you guys. I boiled my chicken first because I wanted the broth. Boiling your chicken gives you this. That's the difference. You boil your chicken, you have homemade broth. If you don't do that, you make your own broth. It's Knorr chicken broth.
You can add Knorr to that too. Just what?
the little container of Norrance in there. This is homemade chicken broth. Or, the kind that you buy, you add water. This is chicken broth. Okay? That's this.
You can add that noir to your chicken broth too to enhance that flavor.
Okay? So this is what I did. Then I cleaned it out. I took my vegetables out. I had carrots, celery, onion. Took it out. And I deboned my chicken. Put my chicken in a bowl. You either buy a can of enchilada sauce or make enchilada sauce. I have a reel. I made my enchilada sauce homemade because it took me about 7 minutes to make. Once my pan is hot, I put about a tablespoon of oil, put my garlic, 1 tablespoon of garlic, 1/2 onion diced up, and then I put my green jalapenos. I chose to, it didn't even have heat because I took all the seeds out. It just has flavor. You can either buy a can of the hatch peppers, you put it in here, saute your garlic, onion, and the jalapenos. Once they're sauteed, that's it. We're literally going to start throwing the stuff in the pot. I grabbed my diced tomatoes, put it in. I used homemade pinto beans because I made homemade pinto beans. If you want to buy a can of pinto beans, buy that. If you want black beans, buy those. I had pinto beans, so I just took the juice out of them and used only my pinto beans. Okay. Then the next step was I put 2 cups of chicken broth. The chicken broth that I made earlier. I put my chicken broth in my pot. I put my whole can of the chicken enchilada or the enchilada soup or enchilada sauce in here. Okay. So 2 cans of broth, 1 can of enchilada sauce. From there, you're putting your canned tomatoes in. You put your chicken in. That you have your beans in there. You're basically putting all of that in. Grab a spoon, mix it up. Once it's all mixed up the way you want it, okay, you're going to grab 1.5 cups of cheese. I used regular cheddar cheese. You can use 1 cup of cheese and 1/2 cup or 1/2 block of 4 ounces of cream cheese. Some people make it like that. I don't know if I would want it. I just don't know if it'd be too rich for me. But you can use cream cheese or just cheddar. I use just cheddar because that's what I had in my home. That's what I used. And I don't even know if I would have got cream cheese in it if Joe would have liked it. I put 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. That was it for my spices. All my spices are in there. I've got my broth in there. I got my chicken. I got my beans, tomatoes. I got my enchilada sauce. That's it. And all I did was put it on simmer. You guys saw it. It took about 22 minutes. And it just simmered for the last 5 minutes while Joe made tortilla strips. He basically got a tortilla, sliced them into long little... You sliced them. You can make them as thin or as thick as you want. He just got a tortilla, hot oil, and he put the tortilla strips in it all at once, and they were all done within about 2 minutes while that hung out. If this is going to sit on your stove, put it on simmer. If you have people coming over, put it on simmer, but please stop. You have to still watch at the bottom because there's cheese in it, you guys. There's cheese in it. It will stick to the bottom. Okay, if it's just liquid like a tortilla soup or like a chicken broth soup, it won't. But because there's cheese in it, it's basically cheese next to the heat. It will stick to the pan. That's it, guys. I hope I apologize for anybody who had already seen it and they didn't want to watch it again, but I don't like for people. I don't want you guys to feel like, I don't know. Sometimes it's overwhelming to see the whole thing and go, oh, I want to make it, but it looks too hard. It wasn't hard at all. You guys saw we threw it all in a pot, throw it in a slow cooker, saute your stuff on the stove, throw it in a slow cooker, and it's done for the next couple hours. Yes, girl, yes. Oh, you're going to love it. Well, the reason, like for me, next time, I'm going to make sure my tomatoes are crushed tomatoes, maybe, versus diced tomatoes. You can put Rotel tomatoes or crushed tomatoes or diced tomatoes. Use what you want in your home. The good part about this is Joe can't have tomatoes this late at night. Just, he's older, and he gets like, like acid reflux in his right here. So if he were to eat, he could pick or go around it. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to make it earlier in the day. I wanted our live for to be tonight. But I have to make sure that Joe can eat around them. So that's the only reason it's good that they're big, because then Joe doesn't have to eat them if they're crushed. You can put tomatoes. I want to say you could put tomato sauce and get away with it, or tomato paste instead of the crushed tomatoes. But I think it just gives it I think it gives it texture. Like yes, you know what I mean. Like it's not just the creaminess. You're actually biting into something else. So I don't know. See what works for you guys. I might make it next time with crushed. See if we like it. Again, it has to be during the day because Joe can't have it. Girl, when you're like you have older age, you have to do things that your body says you have to do. Even if you want to do it, you're like, I want it during the nighttime. Like Joe doesn't get affected with coffee at all. He can drink 2 pots of coffee and then head in the room and go to bed drinking a Red Bull on his way in there. Okay? Oh, oh no. Have him squeeze a lemon in warm water with a pinch of cayenne pepper. Nice, mama. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Did you hear that, babe?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Um, I just took a picture of my finger. They said because I had my hand over the camera. She said to warm water, squeeze lemon, and a pinch of cayenne pepper for your acid reflux.
Oh yeah, the acid actually. I know. You can use.
Hey, Kimmy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You can use vinegar too, something real acidic.
Yeah.
That's supposed to help you because
all right, let's
your body's producing acid.
come down. We're gonna say bye to you guys. I'm sorry. 48 minutes, but you guys, you can have it done in 25 minutes. Just go and sit on the couch, hang out with your man. 3 cups of coffee and nap. That is Joe. He can have. We've driven like we traveled a lot. He could drink 2 or 3 Red Bulls, a cup of coffee.
Well, the Red Bulls get me finally after a couple.
After about 6 of them. So it's unbelievable. The man can drink and drink and drink. I mean, he doesn't really. I don't know what coffee either, right? He loves the flavor of coffee, believe it or not.
Like
He'll drink about 5 cups of coffee during the day from
coffee.
the morning when he wakes up. He likes like a he doesn't like Starbucks. He likes like Dunkin' Donuts or
I like Starbucks if you buy the coffee yourself and make it yourself. I don't like going to Starbucks and getting it.
Yeah, he says it's bitter.
Sucks there.
Yeah, freaking
It's
fabulous.
Too
Welcome
strong,
in, baby.
too bitter, overcooked. It's like they cook it at too high a temperature. They put too much coffee in it. It's like it.
You want to know
bad.
something funny?
So
I
bad.
can't stand coffee, and I don't like the smell of it. All of that. Okay, tell me why. Yes, Joe. That is Joe. Coffee and Red Bulls are my happy place.
Yeah,
that is him.
I love my Red Bulls.
He loves it. Well, we didn't drink for 15 years, and even now he barely.
Thunder.
He drinks.
Red Thunder.
He'll get a Red Bull and he'll put it in a cup of ice, and it feels very relaxing, as if he was having a Beam and Coke.
Well,
obviously not the same effect.
Yeah, I never drank it till I met you.
What?
I never drank Red Bull.
Oh, I was like, drink? I was like,
no, Red Bull. And then we didn't drink for so many years.
Yeah, we didn't drink for almost 17 years.
When I used to
15.
go golfing, everybody would have beer and stuff out there, and I would have a 6-pack of Red Bull, and that was like it tasted like a mixed drink to me, and it satisfied that urge to drink with the guys when I wasn't drinking.
I mean, we were leaders in our church, so we chose a different avenue. That's just what we chose. Nobody has to. Yeah. We're not saying it makes your walk. It just is what we did. That's what we did. He drank Red Bull.
We were getting ridiculous. I mean,
he drank Red Bull, and for the most part, the seasonal flavor are amazing. Do you know what Joe likes? Joe's not a fan. He likes, what is a hazelnut?
Yeah, hazelnut.
He said it feels like a dessert to him.
Well, it tastes like coffee and smells like wonderful.
Does it really?
Yeah, it smells great.
Yeah. Okay, so one time I was like, I can't stand coffee. We traveled a lot. We traveled for 3 years. Every day we were in another city. She's like, yes. So
absolutely.
We, I don't know who or what happened, but somebody said, order this, blah, blah, blah. I ordered it specifically, and this is what I got. An iced mocha latte. I drank almond milk with 2 pumps of vanilla, and I wanted a grande in a venti cup. So fill the rest up. Shut up.
What?
He would have to order it for the whole time, all the time.
Oh my God.
And they never made it right because they put
Never.
it in a venti cup.
It's too dark. It's too light. It's not in the right cup. There's too much ice.
They
There's not
wanted-
enough ice.
Shut
It's
up.
Not enough almond milk. You're supposed to top it with almond milk, but not all with ice.
Yes, because
So
they
it's
would
a venti cup, but a grande, but in a venti cup, but not filled up with more ice.
Yes.
You put more almond milk.
Yes.
So
Well, they
yeah.
would always. They would. He did good though. I'd be at the hotel, and he'd go.
And you know what I get? I go, black coffee, please.
Yeah, that's true. We'd get to the sometimes we would leave the hotel and go get it because I could tell by looking at it if it's right or not. So then he got to know. He goes, "It's too dark. You're gonna have to do something about this."
Yep, more almond milk.
So let me just explain.
I'll suck her down until it comes to where you put the almond milk back in there, mister.
Joe's just like this. Joe's like this with his coffee. Did they make it right? And I was like, it's all right. And he goes, oh, if it's not right, have him do it again.
Yeah, because she's going to be sad the rest of the day.
No, you're such a liar.
Not a liar.
This is one thing about my husband, you guys. We have been through, and some of you guys know our trials, tribulations, and our son has gotten into trouble, has gotten incarcerated. We have been on the very tightest of tights while our daughter was in college, and our son, we had to put money on his books and all that stuff. Okay, let me tell you, my husband...
McDonald's makes some good frappes.
My husband has always, whether we had $2 in our bank account, $2 in our wallet, my husband has always said, people, they need to, for him and for us, he would say, it doesn't matter. You should still be treated as if your bank account had 7 zeros in it. Yeah. You shouldn't have people treat you differently just because, like for us, it was sometimes, like I said, it was tough sometimes.
Well, it's all about trying to demand respect or commanding respect, and you need to command respect. And you should expect to be respected.
Right. So for us, it was just.
But Jolt, I remember Jolt.
For us, it was just so. My son is my son. You guys know the story. I'm not going to leave his side. We stood by our son. Some days it was putting money on his books, and just so we could visit him. We had to pay to visit him. We had to pay to have a video visit with him. Plus, our daughter was in college, so we had our own reasons that we were struggling tight, everything. And I would, not that I was embarrassed, but I would just rather stay home or not really go out or anything. And I was just I felt almost shameful that I didn't have what I should or wanted in my bank account. And my husband's like, no, it doesn't matter. People should still be just very much respectful to who you are. You don't have to be disrespectful. Like me, I don't have to be disrespectful for somebody to respect me. But it shouldn't matter what I have in my bank account for somebody to respect me either. Correct. So, and that for me, and that's what I wanted to say for a minute ago, while we traveled around, yes, we stayed in nice hotels. We're literally platinum, lifetime platinum, in our titanium. Was it titanium or platinum?
Where it used to be titanium, but they changed the.
We traveled so much.
Now we're lifetime platinum.
We could check in at 4 or 5 and stay till 4 or 5 the next day. They didn't ask us to leave ever at any hotel at Marriott's.
We used to be able to check in at 8 o'clock. If you checked in at 8 o'clock at night, you could stay till 8 o'clock the next day. But they changed the way they tiered everybody. So now we're in a different tier than we used to be.
With Marriott, we traveled so much. And the thing I wanted to say was I felt so it was so, because I was a single mom when I met Joe. So for me, it was very much a weird, different lifestyle when I started dating Joe. But he always said, you should never ever have, no matter what you had in your bank account, you should, even if you're a single mom with $5 in your bank account or negative $5 in your bank account, the respect that they give you should always be, it shouldn't affect how I feel. You know what I mean? He goes, you personally should always feel like you have 2 million, 2,000 in your bank account, not what they have. You know what I mean? Don't let somebody tell you how you're going to feel. You feel good about yourself regardless. And Liz, you're 100% right. Human decency. And you know what? Joe said that the other day. I was reading something just... Joe doesn't understand the YouTube, and we're in the drama community. Whether we like it or not, we're in the drama community. And I was telling him, I'm like, can you believe this and this? And he just goes, I don't understand any of that, babe. For me, what happened was just human decency. Why is anybody doing any of this stuff? And that's what Joe was just like it's when I talk to Liz, I can kind of vent about something. And for Joe, he wants to protect me from all of it. And at the end of the day, I came in through who I came in through, regardless. I can't take that away. I'm still in, those are all my friends. All my friends are in either true crime or in the drama. That's just where I'm at. But for Joe, he's like very much, everybody has lost the decency with each other. My husband legit only lets me watch y'all. I have to sneak up.
It's because of these things right here. This box right here. Everybody can hide behind that.
That's
they
what
get to see what they can say and do whatever they want to.
Yeah, that's
Go
what
on
makes him
one-on-one
mad.
with somebody, whole nother story, ain't it?
Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, people say such ugly things. He said they say vicious stuff. They say ugly. Obviously, Liz, the person that said very horrible things, that one person, I said, I don't know how she could say that about her son. And Joe said, you know what? There's people that have lost their way. Like their decency is so far gone that they don't even, it doesn't even faze them anymore to be disrespectful. It doesn't faze them.
Excuse my reach, yeah.
And to be honest with you guys, I actually had to apologize on here because regardless if I was trolling or not, and that's what the Lord did with me. Whether I was trolling or not, there's a limit of what he allowed my conscience to live with. Because me saying you're a bad mom, yeah, I know she probably had worse said to her, and me saying blah, 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 it doesn't matter. Like for me, that's exactly what Joe's talking about. The decency that people have had, they lost. You know what, Shannon, you're right. They've lost their dignity and they've lost their
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one right there.
They're not ashamed of anything anymore. They're not ashamed of it anymore. Like there's things that people, it's just sad. It's sad that when I came a year and a half ago, I came last June. Last June, obviously, I came in through a creator. I thought everybody didn't like her because she was saving kids. I know, that sounds weird, but that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
All right.
And, okay, I love you.
Oh, I'm off. Done.
But
see you later, everybody.
But now that I see, now that I stand back and I see everything, like I always tell my subs, Shannon, you said a mouthful right there. You can't shame the shameless. To be truthful, if somebody doesn't have it in them, like all day long, you want to go. I look at.
Trying to argue with a drunk. Can't do it.
Yeah, trying to argue with a drunk. Shannon said, "Bye, Joe, the coffee girl." She's my Shannon. She's our
All right,
little.
see you guys.
She's my shipmate. And that's the thing, you guys. Is you know what is. At some point, I mean, I do love all the people I'm in, the communities with everybody, but I really, really, really want to take, I don't want to be on, I want to just dial it back, like really just dial it back and go, okay, for everything it's worth, it's not even worth all the headaches, because I started looking at who's over in what chats and where's everybody at, and everybody kind of lost their way. Like everybody just kind of like spun out of control and is in all over places. There's not even we're in a community, yes, but everybody just kind of like sporadically spun out. And I just want, for me, hi Cookie with Mags. I personally want to just go, you know what? It's not even about anybody else, but for me, Scorpio Sting, welcome in, baby. We made chicken enchilada soup. I feel like I got to show you guys because it was so easy in 1/2 of an hour. 1/2 of an hour. Liz, I have to thank you. My girlfriend, you guys know how I feel about my mods. It is, Thea, you made it. You're not late, Thea. You're not late. You guys, wait, Thea. Hold on, Thea. You guys, what I was trying to tell you yesterday is many people in my group here are they're not really moderators because they're more like my aunt and my mom don't know any names. Like we know who Rapper is. I think my mom kind of knows who Rapper is now, but for the most part, some of the people, like my mom, my aunt, my daughter, my nieces, they have no idea who the trolls are. They don't even know what a troll is. So they have a wrench, but it's only so that they can find their name quicker. My mom does it so she can see her name. She actually wanted to have a green dress. I took her mom. What do you want? Do you want to be blue or green? So some of the people don't have any means to drop links. So when somebody's asking for a Venmo link or for a PayPal link, my Thea doesn't know how to do it. My nobody knows how to do the things that needs to be done other than just just the mods. Like my mods do it. Like some of the people, like I do, like Shannon, Devious, I Texas Girl. Those are more like they're mods, but they're not mods. They're just channel holders. They're creators. So they have a blue dress out of respect. But my mods are my girls that have I sent my links to. You know what I mean? Like Milltown, Berkey, Liz, they have actual links that they drop for me. The rest of my family is just, I love my mom out of respect. My daughter, my son, my son actually does do more stuff because he does a lot of, he made our links channel or links connection, all that stuff. But a lot of them, I don't have people that have, like Shannon is a creator. So out of respect, I meant to do it yesterday and I forgot, and then I forgot again until I was doing my Thea. But they don't, I feel bad because sometimes they're like, why is there like 3 people in here and nobody can drop a link? And it says, and I'm like, well, because my mom doesn't know how to do the links or nothing like that. I can only share the links if the computer, because and that's why, you know what I mean? Like Berkey is, my Burke and Milltown are usually like right-hand people. I usually have the link to my merchandise, the link to the PayPal, or the link to whatever. But for me, I know that my Thea's not going to know what to do. She just comes in and goes, what are we making? And then like 5 minutes later, she'll go, ooh, I don't like that. Or I'll say, hey, we're making this. And my Thea, I'm like, my Thea just is my Thea. She's my mom's sister. She's my mom's sister, and they're both my mom's age. I'm 50. So those are my Theas. They're not going to be able to drop a link and know about links, and they don't even understand about any of that stuff at all. I messaged Queen and tell her, can you drop the link for me? I love you, Liz. Okay, so everybody got how to make it. Anybody, please email. Mom, I knew you were going to go with that. I didn't even say your age, Mom. I knew Mom was going to go, excuse me. You never want to piss off a mom, a Mexicana mom. Because as spicy as this girl is, she's more spicier. You guys, I would love for you guys to email me a recipe or even drop a link on my comments. Put a link. I don't know if they allows you to. I should check. But anyways, if you have something, I'm still smart to see you guys. My mom and my Thea like really aren't mods. They're just my Thea and my mom. I mean, Mexicans are like out of respect. We do things out of respect. Like for our, I don't know. We just are like that. Like Joe always goes, hey man, how do you say it, babe? Show me some respect, man. I'm like, Joe, you make us sound all racist and everything. He always goes, hey, what can I get some respect from you guys? And I'm like he's almost making it sound like we're from East LA or something. And I'm from a very, very not East LA kind of city in Michigan. I'm special. I'm your mom. Yes, bitch, send it. I'm doing tuna casserole tomorrow, I believe. Oh, I didn't put it on there. Does anybody want stuffed shells? Mama making you stuffed shells. They're stuffed. They're with ricotta and homemade sauce. Yeah, I'm gonna make that. I know, Shannon. My mom is too much. My mom is the most. Yes, you are, Abby. Mom. Mama, I'm special. I'm your mom. Okay, so I don't have on the list or on our scheduled. We're gonna be doing stuffed shells with homemade marinara, and then the other one was breakfast tostadas. Basically, we're making a tostada breakfast style. So those two I don't have on the list because I'm kind of going, I want to feel you guys out. And if you guys aren't in the mood for it, then won't do it. I'll make it offline for me and Joe. But if you guys are feeling it, then I'll be like, yeah, I'll make them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Let me know if you guys want them. Get the heck out of here. Go hang out with your familia. Kimmy, hello. What is Midwest rice, girl? Come on with that. I know, I think Brenda one day said, hey, can you make picadillo? And I'm like, yeah, I'll make it tomorrow night or tonight I'll make it for you. And then somebody else said, hey, I wanted to learn how to make Mexican rice. I'm like, say less. I don't mind. Like somebody else wanted fideo. I don't, like if I have the stuff, I'll probably schedule a live in 30 minutes. Give me 15, 20 minutes. Hey, Floor. Give me 15, 20 minutes and I will schedule a live and I will do it for you. But if you guys would rather, and that's what Joe wanted me to tell you, our members, you guys, our members, I believe, I don't mind doing it for any member level, but our members, if you want me to cook with you one-on-one so we do it together and you're seeing what it should look like and when to do it and all that, I don't mind doing it. I think we said it was for like the second level up, the tink level. Or an Ay Cabron. I think Ay Cabron level is we cook along. You get a cooking lesson. Every time I ask Quirky or Liz, but you guys, I don't mind. If you guys want us to cook with you guys, yes, Mama. One of the girls will get it for you. Kimmy, thank you for asking, honey. You guys, we don't mind cooking alongside. If you guys want to do it, taco salad, Thea, don't even mess with me and taco salad. I love me some good taco salad. I think I made one, maybe once. I made Frito salad. We live in the South, you guys. We eat from the Midwest, but we live in the South now. So I make smothered pork chops, like because that's what we eat down here. I didn't have smothered pork chops up in Michigan, let me tell you. And up in Michigan, we had more of the tuna casserole, the chili, the chicken broccoli casserole. Ours up in the Midwest are more. We made pasties or pasties, Joe.
What?
Do we make? We made pasties. It's like a little pocket with potatoes, carrots, and pieces of chicken or steak or beef, and then you dip it in some gravy. That's what we have up in Michigan. Because that's what we have. Like down in the South, they make fried pies. I make fried pies all the time. I make peach cobbler. I didn't make peach cobbler almost ever when I lived up in Michigan. Ever. I didn't make skillet cornbread. I didn't make, I just didn't make that kind of stuff up in the, you love pasties? Did you make them from my channel or did you know what they were? Oh, do you guys have them there? They're basically like, almost like a pie crust. And then you fill it. But we make empanadas because I'm also Mexican. See, that's the thing is from our channel, we cook because we're from the Midwest, but now we live in the South. But I'm also Mexican, so I make empanadas that are the Mexican version of pasties. Does that make sense? It's weird. It's really weird. I mean, Joe didn't even, we're going to make shit on a shingle for you guys. Does anybody know what that is? Because I'm not going to eat it, but Joe will eat it with you guys. Oh, you heard about him in Phoenix. Stop it. Hey, AMAC. Is that how you say it? AMAC? Oh my God. Kimmy, I knew you knew what shit on a shingle was, girl. You needed to not even say it. I knew you knew what it was. Shit on a shingle is, I've never had it. My dad, my mom has never made it, but Joe has eaten it. And it's basically like like a dried beef or something. Smack. You do? Scorpio's thing, you do not know what that is. It's like packaged beef on the stove with gravy. So, hey Black, you make it into a gravy and then Joe's family or they ate it, they put it on toast. You put it on a hamburger. He uses a hamburger. Oh, yeah. I've seen people do that too. I didn't know what it was. I had to look it up with cornstarch and milk. Oh, you don't even make a roux around it. See, somebody else had it with bread. You didn't have it with toast? I have never had it, you guys. Never. Joe's eaten it before, but I just don't know if I can. My grandma would make it for but let me just tell you, I don't know if I can eat that. I don't eat this, but my grandma, because you said your gram. Dried beef gravy on toast. Yes. See, that's what it is. It's like whatever's where you're from. You doing dried beef. Other people are doing ground beef. It's just crazy. My grandma. You guys don't freak out, please, because you're gonna freak out when I tell you. Okay, imagine a flour tortilla or a corn tortilla. Okay, and my grandma. Mom, I'm gonna tell them about grandma. Okay, toast, hit hot dog buns, hamburger buns, and crackers. Oh, yeah. If you're in the military, you would know what that is. Oh, really, Thea? You guys made that in the military. My Thea, my uncle, my uncles, there's like 4 or 5 of my relatives. All of my uncles were in the military, and my Thea was a military wife. So we have a lot of military in our family. I don't know. And I've never shared that with anybody. Like some of the stuff I try to keep a little bit private, even though me and Joe are up here. I have a lot of relatives. My uncles are all wispy. Okay, my Thea, I mean not my Thea, my mom. Oh, you're a military brat, Black. Go girl. My cousins are because my Thea, they traveled a lot. Um, okay. My Thea, my mom, my grandma would go into the butcher and ask for a little. You guys, you're gonna die when I tell you guys. It's a container. Oh my god, I don't even know if I can say it. My grandma would ask for a container of blood. I know. And then she would take it home. She'd put some oil in a pan and she would fry a little bit of the red stuff that's in our bodies. Okay? Yes, I know. Yes. How do you yes. Yes, Amac, that's what she made it and she flipped it like a little she made it. It was like a pancake almost. She flipped it and it was like a circle disc and she put it on a tortilla and she ate it. That was I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why she did it. It's my I know, Wispy. It was my Thea, my grandma, I mean, not my Thea. My grandma used to do it. And the first time I saw her, it was called blood sausage. But it looked weird in the pan. It looked weird in the pan. And I was just like horrified. I'm like a 9-year-old or 7-year-old little girl. And I'm like, what in the name of life did I just see? I know, T-Berry. Girl, that is what I did. I was like, Mom, do you know what Grandma made today? And she goes, nothing weird about that. No, you did not. Liz, are you kidding? Oh my gosh, you guys, and this is boring for some of you guys. We don't do any of the fancy dancy stuff like that. I got it from Free Food. Oh my god. Oh my god, Kimmy, did you eat it or not? I don't even know what it tastes like. I don't know if it comes seasoned. If it's seasoned, what is it seasoned with? You know what I mean? Like, what is it seasoned with? My grandma, no. Girl, it's like, I mean, back in the days, like our days growing up, my mom would be the same way. Because if they made something and we didn't like it, it wasn't like, oh, I want something else. Oh my God, Kimmy. Oh my God, I was not prepared to see what I just read. I was not expecting that at all. I thought I was going to read something like chicken or something. I did not expect to read what you just wrote, Kimmy. I'm like literally like I need some water. Oh my God, Kimmy, son of a gun, girl. I don't know why I thought it was going to taste like chicken and spaghetti or something. She ate some, Joe. What? She ate what my grandma ate, and I asked her what did it taste like. What do you think she said? She said it tasted like that. Blood. She said it tasted just like that. Gross. A mineral of blood. But see, Joe thinks that liver tastes like that too. He thinks liver tastes irony. And chalky. And he said that liver tastes. It makes me gag. Joe, are you so dramatic? Joe goes, and makes me gag.
It does.
I love liver. Joe goes, I don't eat organ meat. I'm like, well, Mexicans eat organs. Okay, I'm going to be right up there with you. Stop it. Leave my liver alone. Liver and onions on a hot tortilla? Yes. I love liver. Love it. Mom, liver's good. My mom used to have to buy like 3 or 4 pounds of liver because me and my brother and my dad, we all ate so much of it. We all ate like a good amount of liver. So my mom would have to buy so much liver. We do love it. Have you eaten the other stuff? Oh my God, you did not just say it tastes like culo. Does anybody know what culo is? You guys, if I tell you what culo is, you're gonna die. I love gizzards. Love gizzards. When I move to the South, I can go to every single gas station and find me some gizzards. And I love me some gizzards. Culo is, oh shit. Culo is, oh, Liz, you're an ass. It's not anything good. The other, no, not that. It's the other spot. See, I'm with you on the liver and onions. Mom, I know Liz is horrible. My mom knows what culo is. Probably because my mom was she learned her Spanish from my dad. My mom did not know any language Spanish at all. Hey, Devious, my mom learned bum guts. My mom was with my dad. No, not testicles. Gross. No, it tastes like ass. Yes. Devious. See, the Mexican women in here know oh, you guys are just shitty. How are you guys talking about this on my cooking station? We're going to get advertisements for preparation age and shit. Forget the commercials for like cheese or like any kind of a restaurant. We're going to get commercials for preparation age. You guys suck. I love liver and onions because I think it tastes like love. Okay, a lot of stuff I eat because it reminds me of my youth growing up. But other than that, we need Joe back here. We'll get us. No, Joe's disgusting. Y'all saw us making the meatball slider. Joe's disgusting with his meatball slider. He's like, just open up just open it up and slide the meat in. I'm like, he's like, I didn't say anything. It's the chat. They're the ones that took off with it. And I'm like, he's over here blaming it on the chat, all innocent. He's too much. Okay, back to what I was saying. You lost me where I was going with it. Oh, liver and onions. That was good. Gizzards. My grandma just used to make it. And ever since then, I love it. I love it. If you know what it is, you'll love it too. I make gizzards. We have a video. We have a short of... Wispy said, Joe, control your woman. Me? Who's over there? It's Liz saying stuff about the culo y todo. Oh my God, I love you guys. Okay, listen up. I cannot with any of you guys. I don't want to know what my grandma ate it like, but I gotta show you this. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Is that the cutest thing? They love each other so much. Lies. I went to, what did you say? I'm trying to say goodbye, and it's now been 45 minutes. We're talking ass with Mitten. I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much. Hello, my quirks. Okay, you guys, I gotta get out of here. You get out of here. Go home. Oh my gosh. I have too many Mexicanas in here that speak like Mexicans speak. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm leaving. Y'all make this soup. It takes 25 minutes. Simmer it while you do your little tortilla pieces. I think I've seen stores that sell. How do I go back to cooking after that? After talking Liz talk, how do we go back to the freaking soup? I love you guys so much. You guys are a whole ass mess. Reel it in. Reel it in. You guys look at I'm like embarrassed for everybody and I don't even get embarrassed. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love you, Berkey. Berkey's my little, I'm just watching for that. Juicy. That's our transition word. Juicy. We'll transition from culos to my soup is juicy. That's what the word is. Thank you, Scorpio Sing. That's our transition word is from going from one to the other. We'll go back. Moist. Don't say that word. I hate moist. I hate that word because it's just so. You guys, we were in Florida. We were traveling, and we were like, okay, we wanted to eat some crab or whatever. We see a sign that says the moist. What did it say, Joe?
The most moist seafood.
The most moist seafood. So me and Joe are like, yeah, sure, let's try it. I mean, like whenever we're traveling, we're just down for whatever. So we pull in and we're like, who even writes moist on their freaking sign? And it was basically, it was Mr. and Mrs. Crab. Okay. That's the name of the place. If anybody's in Florida knows, Mr. and Mr. Moist, you just wrote that. T-Bear, you wrote moist. And I literally almost said moist. Mr. and Mrs. Crab is the moist seafood. And so we're going, what? We go in there and it's basically like a bag. It's like a crab boil in a bag. So we order ours. Literally, you're sucking on your fingers. You're almost slapping yourself. It's that good. I think we got one. It was like a lobster tail, a pound and a half of shrimp, crab legs, potatoes. It had a whole bunch of an array, okay? Okay, let me, yes, quirky. It's so good. Yes, in Florida. We would go to, we went to a couple of them, but I love Frenchies. Quirky, I love Frenchies. They have the best pie. Okay, so let me tell you. So we leave there. You guys, this is what me and Joe said. They can call it anything they want to call it. It was so good. They can say moist. They can call it whatever they want to. That word moist is beautiful because it was so good. They deserve that. No, it's not Mr. and Mrs. Moist. It's Mr. and Mrs. Crab, right?
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Crab. Get out of the moist. Stop. I can't even. Liz, you and your freaking moist. Now we're going to get some kind of like feminine products for our commercials. I hate you guys. I hate you guys. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh my gosh, we're going to cook the... We're not making anything that has moist. Oh yeah, we do say moist a lot, don't we, on our cooking? Ay, God, grieve. I only claim culo. Who said moist? Who said moist? San Antonio. Somebody said moist, and now here we are, you guys. Reel it all in. Reel in the moist and the culo. And we were just talking about something else just so short time ago. I love you guys. Show me how to cook. Oh, lengua tacos. Oh, girl, yes. I love lengua. Love lengua. Joe goes, see, you eat, not you guys. He says, you do eat more organ meat. And I'm like, what's organ meat? And he goes, a tongue. That's an organ. I'm like,
It's not.
You told me it was a muscle.
It's a muscle.
Well, that's the same thing as an organ.
No, I just don't like it because it feels like it's tasting me back.
He doesn't like it because it feels like it's tasting him back, and he can taste me all day long. Because if you have lengua done properly, oh, on the next episode, we'll show you how you got from juicy to moist. Scorpio, you're good. We'll do it in 20 minutes or less. All right, let's say bye to him, babe. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Bye. You're awful.
My leg's effed up, babe.
Yeah.
Can't get up one more time.
Not one more. We'll bring you over here.
Hey, no.
You can just say bye like that on your face.
See ya, everybody. Holy shit. Get him out of here.
Give me your horns. We had Joe here at one time. Bye. Get it? Because you're going like that. Okay, we're gone. Ugh. All right. You guys, let me tell you, at 50 years old, those stairs are very difficult sometimes. Okay, we're out. Y'all, go make some memories with your kids, your dogs, your honey, your family. I love you all. Thank you, everybody. And my email's on there. Please email me with any suggestions, questions, anything. I love you all. You guys make my days and my nights. I love you guys. T-Berry, Liz, my Thea. I love all of you guys. You guys just add so much to... You guys just add so much, and I can't even describe it. Liz, I love you. Hope you enjoyed the recipe. Be blessed. My subscription, turn on your subs. Wait, turn on your notifications. Make sure you're subbed up, and make sure that if you're not subbed up, you sub up. And everybody, did I get that all? Turn your, share it, you guys. I love you, Thea. I love you, love you, love you. You were kicked, Mama? My mom says that too, freaking. My mom goes, I have just a black screen. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, honey. I love you all. Love you, love you, love you. Be blessed. Stay blessed, y'all. Stay safe. Stay safe on the streets. And as my girl Wispy always says, don't go into any black alley. Don't go into any back alleys and stay with someone. How do you say it? Wispy says it really cool. She goes, don't go into any back alleys and go in sets of two or go in pairs or something like that. It's really cute how she says it. But I love you guys. I'm always a hot mess. So I love you. Thank you guys. If anybody was able to bless us, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, thank you. If you're not able to, if you could just like it and share it. If you're able to, we have a Venmo and a PayPal and a Cash App. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. Thea, thank you for making time. Merry Christmas, Thea. I love you so much. I love you. Give my best to your whole family. Tell Denise I said I love her and everybody. Bye, guys.